It is 6 a.m. You step out of bed, still half asleep, and get on the scale. The number has not budged. You look in the mirror, pinch the fat around your belly, and feel completely defeated. For the past few weeks, you have done everything right. You cut out carbs, turned down dinners with friends, forced down bland salads, and ran until your legs felt like lead. But that stubborn waistline is still there, completely unchanged. Do you think belly fat is just a result of eating too much and moving too little? Do you think that soft fat under your skin is the worst part? Think again. Visceral fat, the deep layer of fat suffocating your liver, pancreas, and intestines, is the real silent killer. And here is the scariest part. By starving yourself and pushing your body to the breaking point, you are actually sending a massive panic signal to your brain. This alarm forces your body to lock away and store even more belly fat. Why is it that someone else can eat 1,500 calories and get leaner, while your midsection just keeps expanding? Today, we are throwing out all that useless diet advice. Instead, I am going to reveal the hidden biological mechanism behind this stubborn fat, along with 3 scientific signals that will help you shrink your belly fat in the next 7 days without ever having to starve yourself again. Before we get to the solution, we need to understand the real enemy. In terms of evolution, our ancestors constantly faced starvation and freezing temperatures. To survive, the human body was programmed to prioritize storing energy right in the center, your belly. This was a brilliant design to protect your most vital organs and keep them warm. Today, you are no longer being chased by wild animals. However, your primitive brain cannot tell the difference between a life-threatening danger and a stressful workday, a lack of sleep, or a pile of unpaid bills. When you are stressed or your daily routine is a mess, your adrenal glands pump out massive amounts of the stress hormone, cortisol. A landmark study from Yale University in the year 2000 proved this exactly. They found that chronically high cortisol levels actually redistribute fat from other areas of your body, like your arms and legs, and drive it straight into your midsection. But it gets worse. Visceral fat is not just a lifeless storage unit. It is a living, breathing endocrine organ. It constantly releases inflammatory chemicals that destroy your insulin sensitivity. When your cells become resistant to insulin, even if you just eat a single apple, your pancreas has to work twice as hard to bring your blood sugar down. Think of insulin as the lock on your fat cells. As long as insulin levels remain high in your bloodstream, burning fat is biologically impossible. Now, let me be very clear. When I say no dieting, I do not mean you can drink sugary milk tea or eat junk food endlessly. What it means is that you can still eat full, nutrient-dense meals until you are completely satisfied. You just need to apply the correct biological time blocks. So, why exactly 7 days? In the first week of activating the upcoming 3 signals, your insulin and cortisol levels will drop. This allows your body to instantly flush out the excess water weight caused by inflammation. Your belly will visibly shrink, creating the perfect momentum for the real fat-burning machine to kick in. Let us activate these 3 signals right now. Signal number 1. The optical circadian reset. What exactly does this do? It kickstarts your entire endocrine system, sets your natural fat-burning momentum for the day, and completely clears out that heavy morning brain fog. Here is the exact biologichial mechanism. When natural morning sunlight hits your retina, a light signal travels straight to a tiny region in your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Think of this as the master clock of your entire body. This light signal triggers what scientists call the cortisol awakening response. Now, remember how we just talked about cortisol causing belly fat? That is only true when it is chronic and continuous. A sharp, massive spike of cortisol first thing in the morning is actually exactly what you want. It wakes your brain up and forces your fat tissue to release stored fatty acids into your bloodstream to be used as energy. At the exact same time, this morning light sets a 14 to 16-hour countdown timer for melatonin production later that night, which guarantees you will fall into a deep sleep. If you wake up and only look at artificial LED lights or your phone screen, this whole rhythm gets delayed. Your cortisol will end up spiking in the evening instead, right when it should be at its lowest. This directly causes your body to hoard belly fat overnight. Here is your practical action plan. Right after waking up, preferably before 8 a.m., step outside for 10 to 15 minutes. Let natural daylight enter your eyes. Do not wear sunglasses, and do not just look through a glass window. If it is a cloudy day, simply increase your time outside to 20 or 30 minutes. The immediate benefit? You will notice highly stable energy levels throughout the day, and a massive drop in those intense afternoon sugar cravings. One crucial warning, though: never stare directly at the sun. You only need to look out toward the general direction of the bright morning light to activate this powerful process. Signal number 2. Activating the GLUT4 receptors. This is exactly how you prevent massive blood sugar spikes right after a meal. It keeps your fat-storing hormone, insulin, at its absolute lowest, even if you just ate a completely full and satisfying dinner. Here is the fascinating science behind it. We already established that high insulin acts like a heavy padlock on your fat cells, but here is something most people never realize. Your body has a secret back door. It is a special receptor called GLUT4. When you gently contract your muscles through very light movement, these GLUT4 receptors travel up to the surface of your muscle cells. They act like a powerful vacuum, pulling glucose directly from your bloodstream straight into your muscles, completely bypassing the need for insulin. You get to clear the sugar out of your blood without ever triggering the fat storage alarm. So, here is your practical action plan. You absolutely do not need to sweat or run on a treadmill. About 10 to 15 minutes after finishing your lunch or dinner, simply stand up and take a slow, relaxed walk for 10 to 15 minutes. You can tidy up your house, stroll around your office building, or take your dog outside. The benefits are truly shocking. Scientific studies show that a short 10 to 15-minute walk right after eating is actually more effective at controlling your blood sugar than a grueling 45-minute workout done at a random time of the day. One quick warning, though: do not do high-intensity interval training right after a full meal. Keep the movement very gentle, otherwise you will severely upset your digestive system. Signal number 3. Optimizing deep slow wave sleep. The ultimate nighttime fat-burning machine. What does this do? It torches excess fat while you are completely unconscious, repairs your damaged cells, and perfectly controls your appetite hormones for the entire next day. Here is the groundbreaking science. Your body does not burn the most fat while you are sweating in the gym. It actually happens when you sink into deep sleep. During this specific sleep cycle, your pituitary gland releases up to 70% of your daily human growth hormone. This is the single most powerful fat-burning hormone produced by the human body. But there is a dark side if you ignore this. A famous 2004 study from the University of Chicago proved that just 2 nights of poor sleep causes your hunger hormone, ghrelin, to skyrocket by 28%. At the exact same time, your fullness hormone, leptin, crashes by 18%. The terrifying result? Your brain will uncontrollably crave heavy carbs and sugar the very next morning. Here is your practical action plan. You need to turn your bedroom into a sleep cave. The ideal room temperature is around 24 to 26 degrees Celsius. Basically, it should be just cool enough that you need to pull up a thin blanket. This is crucial because your body must drop its core temperature to actually initiate sleep. Secondly, you must shut down all blue light screens. Remember that melatonin countdown timer we started with the morning sunlight in step 1? Staring at a bright screen at night will instantly destroy that progress. You need to turn off your phone, television, and computer at least 60 to 90 minutes before you go to sleep. If you absolutely have to look at a screen, you must wear blue light-blocking glasses. The physical benefits are incredible. Your skin will look brighter, your aging process slows down, and you will wake up with a noticeably flatter stomach. One important warning: if you are currently used to staying awake until 2 in the morning, do not force yourself to go to bed at 10 p.m. tonight. It will only cause anxiety. Instead, simply shift your bedtime back by 15 minutes every single day until your body naturally adapts. Just by executing these 3 signals, you have completely reprogrammed your entire hormone system. Now, let us put this into a simple, highly effective 24-hour blueprint. 6:30 in the morning. You wake up, step out onto your balcony, or take a 10 to 15-minute walk to absorb that crucial morning sunlight. This instantly locks in your cortisol awakening response and starts your biological clock. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. After finishing your lunch at the office, do not just sit there scrolling on your phone. Instead, take a quick 10-minute stroll around the building to activate those GLUT4 receptors and clear out the sugar. 8 o'clock at night. Enjoy a gentle 15-minute walk after dinner with your family. This specific step ensures your blood sugar stays completely flat right before bedtime, preventing any late-night fat storage. 9:30 at night. Lower your bedroom temperature so it feels nice and cool. Put your phone completely out of reach. Pick up a real physical book or listen to some relaxing music to calm your nervous system down. 11 o'clock at night. You fall down into a deep, restorative sleep. Because you successfully scheduled your melatonin production with that morning sunlight at 6:30, your human growth hormone can now take over and sweep away that excess visceral fat. This exact sequence is incredibly important. It perfectly synchronizes your biology with the natural rotation of the Earth. You are no longer fighting your body. Instead, you are creating a powerful, positive domino effect that burns fat on pure autopilot. To wrap this up, belly fat, and especially deep visceral fat, is not a punishment for a lack of willpower. It is absolutely not something you can just starve into submission. It is simply a physical symptom of a biological system that has lost its balance. Losing fat should never be a form of torture. It is all about speaking the exact language of your body. By resetting your morning light, optimizing those muscle receptors, and fiercely protecting your deep sleep, you are finally giving your body the safety it desperately needs to naturally let go of that excess fat. Now, it is time for you to make a decision. For the next 7 days, will you commit to this biological challenge with us? I want you to leave a comment down below right now. Tell me your age, where you live, and your absolute biggest struggle with losing belly fat right now. I will personally read and answer your questions to help you out. Do not forget to hit that like button if you found real, practical value in this video. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future videos decoding the medical science of your body. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.